Sometimes you got to lose to learn how to win again.
But this former defensive lineman for the University of Georgia suffered a loss he could not have predicted. David Jacobs had had a stroke during practice.
The scout team player just barely touched me. He just touched me, and all of a sudden my right side just went numb.
It was a busy Wednesday night, and I got the call, and literally they were like, "You need to go to the hospital, David. Yeah, he's had an injury."
Wife Desiree had only been dating David a few months at the time.
You definitely don't think that, the guy that you're dating and, you're in your 20s, that anything, bad is ever going to happen, especially nothing like this.
David was rushed to St. Mary's Hospital in Athens, but by the next morning had taken a turn for the worst and had to be airlifted to one of the most comprehensive stroke centers in Georgia, Emory University Hospital.
To be a comprehensive stroke center, you must be able to provide 24-hour a day, 7-day a week, 365-day a year coverage for patients, and there are a limited number of places that can do that.
I'm just going to take a quick look at you, okay?
Emory Stroke Center has earned national distinction and is certified as one of an elite group of complex stroke care units in the country.
Institutions that have higher volumes have better outcomes than lower volume hospitals. And that's where Emory really stands out. We have by far the largest volume of many types of stroke of any hospital in the region, and in some instances, even in the entire country.
Time is of the essence as it relates to stroke and stroke treatment. We know based on some studies that as many as 2 million neurons in the brain are dying every minute in the midst of a stroke.
At a moment's notice, the stroke unit deploys a team of experts ready to evaluate a stroke patient and then deliver rapid state-of-the-art care. When David arrived at Emory, time was running out, and doctors didn't know whether it was too late for their cutting-edge medicines to work.
I remember hearing like 20% chance of living if they had to do this type of surgery on him. So we were all just kind of sitting around hoping that he didn't have to have surgery.
But thankfully, the medicines did work.
When I woke up and I realized my right side was paralyzed, I wasn't even really thinking about I had a stroke, whatever I had. I was thinking about I got to get this right side back.
David set his sights on the most important win of his life when he entered Emory Center for Rehabilitation Medicine. The team at Emory's Neuro ICU had allowed him that fighting chance.
He was very motivated. Your knee is getting straighter.
Tony Olaf has helped many stroke patients rebuild their lives over the years, including David, and knows that despite technological advances, there's no substitute for hard work and human contact.
Go ahead and stand up and turn around and face the mat. A big part of our therapy intervention is art. Placing your hands on people, you're analyzing movement and motor task and motor recovery and synergies and things like that, motor control.
When you've had a stroke that affects the motor area of your brain, the message to your muscles isn't the same message you used to get.
It strengthens the arm muscles.
Quality of life is really what therapy gives you. We're the people that help you learn how to move again.
And the earlier the intervention, the better the recovery. So knowing the signals of an impending stroke are crucial. Signs can be numbness or weakness in the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side of the body, trouble speaking or confusion, lack of balance or dizziness, or sudden and severe headache.
We live in the stroke belt, a part of the country that has a higher risk of stroke than any other part of the country. In fact, some say we live in the belt buckle of the belt stroke.
Palms up toward the sky, very good.
In response, Emory has doubled down on efforts to prevent strokes in patients who are at risk. But their efforts don't stop at the clinic.
And where we've stepped up the game is really focusing on research efforts to try to prevent these types of risk factors, better control them, and ultimately provide better care to patients even after they've had the stroke.
David's football career is over, but he doesn't waste time wondering what might have been.
I went out there and I felt like I gave it my all. And once you do that, you don't even have no regrets about none of that.
These days, he tackles the jobs of supporting his family, embracing a career, and raising awareness for stroke with the same gusto that made him a champion on the gridiron.
This video was made possible by generous donations from Emory healthcare employees and the community. To make a gift that makes a difference to patients and families, please call 404-712-GIVE. Thank you.